Imagine that 10 years from now, the future version of yourself could send you a letter, not a message, not a notification, a real letter. A letter containing everything you need to hear right now. What would it say? Maybe it would begin like this. I know you're tired. I know there are days when you wonder if any of your efforts matter. I know there are moments when you look around and feel like everyone else is moving faster than you. But I'm writing to tell you something important. Don't stop. Because the person writing this letter knows something you don't. They know how your story unfolds. They know which moments changed everything. And surprisingly, those moments were not dramatic. There was no magical opportunity, no perfect timing, no overnight success. Just a series of small decisions that seemed insignificant at the time. One day, you chose to keep going when nobody expected you to. One day, you got out of bed despite feeling defeated. One day, you continued learning even when progress was invisible. One day, you believed in a possibility that nobody else could see. And those ordinary moments became the foundation of an extraordinary life. That's the strange thing about life. When we're living through difficult seasons, we often believe nothing is happening. We measure progress by visible results. We expect transformation to be obvious. But growth is often silent. A tree doesn't become strong the day it reaches the sky. Its strength is built underground long before anyone notices. The roots develop in darkness. No applause, no recognition, no audience. Yet everything depends on those hidden foundations. Human beings are not much different. Some of your most important growth is happening in places nobody can see. The patience you're developing, the resilience you're building, the lessons you're learning from disappointment. None of it feels glamorous. Yet one day you'll realize those experiences were preparing you for opportunities you couldn't have handled before. There is a question many people carry quietly, a question they rarely say out loud. Am I too late? Too late to start, too late to change, too late to become the person they wanted to be. Maybe you've asked yourself that question. Maybe you've watched years pass and wondered whether you missed your chance. But think about this. The clock moves forward whether you act or not. 5 years from now will arrive regardless. The only difference is whether you arrive there carrying regret or growth. Time does not punish those who begin late. It rewards those who begin sincerely. History is filled with people who found their path long after everyone expected them to. The world remembers their impact, not the age at which they started. Your future self would probably tell you something else, something most people never understand. The goal was never the destination. The goal was the person you became while pursuing it. Think about that. Many people spend years chasing achievements, believing that happiness lives on the other side of success. Then they arrive and discover something surprising. The achievement was only part of the reward. The real reward was becoming stronger, becoming wiser, becoming more courageous, learning how to keep moving through uncertainty, learning how to trust themselves, learning how to stand back up after life knocked them down. Those qualities remain long after trophies lose their shine. One day you will look back at this chapter of your life, the doubts, the confusion, the unanswered questions, the struggles that currently keep you awake at night, and you'll see them differently. You'll understand that they were not obstacles blocking your path. They were part of the path. The difficult conversations, the failures, the loneliness, the setbacks. Each experience was teaching something that comfort never could. Pain often arrives as a teacher wearing a disguise. Nobody welcomes it. Nobody asks for it. Yet some of life's most valuable lessons come through challenges we would never have chosen ourselves. There is another truth your future self wants you to understand. You don't need everyone's approval. Many dreams die because people spend too much energy trying to convince others, trying to gain permission, trying to avoid criticism, trying to fit inside expectations that were never meant for them. But your life is not a group project. You are the one who must live with your decisions. You are the one who will carry the consequences of hesitation. You are the one responsible for writing the next chapter, not your critics, not strangers, not people who gave up on their own dreams. You. Years from now, the future version of you won't remember every fear you felt. They won't remember every negative opinion. They won't remember every moment of self-doubt. What they'll remember is the day you stopped allowing those things to control your choices. The day you chose courage over certainty. The day you took a step despite not knowing where the road would lead. The day you stopped waiting for confidence and started building it through action. Because confidence is not something people find. It's something they create, one decision at a time. So if this letter truly arrived from your future self, perhaps it would end with these words: thank you. Thank you for continuing when quitting seemed easier. Thank you for believing that life could become more than what you saw around you. Thank you for taking responsibility for your future. Thank you for not giving up on me. And maybe that's the most powerful realization of all. The person you're becoming is depending on the choices you make today, not next year, not when conditions improve, not when fear disappears. Today. Because somewhere in the future, a stronger version of you is looking back at this moment with gratitude, and they are hoping that when this day arrives, you choose to keep going.